Cult of Cathulhu is a hidden role game for 4 to 11 players. It's played over a single round which takes around 10 minutes. And during the next 5 minutes I will explain you the rules, so you may have played your first game within the next 15 minutes. Cultists have gathered to finish their ritual. There is just one thing left: choose a cultist to ascend and call the Great One. But some investigators have infiltrated the ritual, trying to stop it, and choosing any of them would certainly ruin it all. Cult of Cathulhu is a hidden role game where each player is secretly either a cultist or an investigator. The cultists have majority, know nothing in the beginning, and they try to find other cultists, or at least one of them. The investigators know each other and try to sneak one of them into the ritual. The game is played on a 5-minute timer. At the end of the timer, every player votes for another player at the same time by pointing at them. All players with the most votes are then chosen to ascend. And if all chosen were cultists, the ritual succeeds and the cultists win. If any of them was an investigator, the ritual is ruined and the investigators win instead. The cultists know nothing at first, but luckily they have some magical skills which they can use to gather information. Every player, including the investigators, receives a second hidden card which denotes a skill the player can use. We suggest your first game is played with the following skill cards: Medium, Meddler, and Onlooker. All skill cards have the following skill: bestow another player of your choice Cthulhu's favor. Cthulhu's favor is denoted by favor tokens, and they help the users of Cthulhu's magic. All skill cards also have a unique skill, and you can only use either of these two skills, not both. If you are a medium, you can look at another player's alignment card, so whether they are a cultist or an investigator. You don't show this card to anyone else, but you are always free to say anything you want. If you are a meddler, you may roll a die. The die shows 2 other players counted from your position, so you are the blue cat and the 2 orange cats are the other players. So for example, this face denotes 2 players on your left. Then you choose one of the players to look at the other player's alignment card. So you don't look at anything, only the chosen player does. If you are the onlooker, you can check 2 players' alignments, but you don't know which one is which. So instead of directly checking their cards, you give them 2 vision cards and they choose the one that corresponds to their alignment. So if they are a cultist, they must choose this, and if they are an investigator, they must choose this instead. These cards are given hidden and you shuffle them before you look at them. So if you got 2 cultists, you know that both of them are cultists, but if you got a cultist and an investigator, you don't know which one is which. However, unlike the other 2 abilities, using the onlooker is not free. It requires you to spend 1 favor token to use. And this is denoted by the tentacle showing the favor token. So, to use the onlooker skill, another player needs to have sacrificed their skill card to bestow you a favor to use. To use a skill, grab the hourglass and pause it. Then, declare which skill you are using and discard your skill card face down and pay the favor cost if any. Then, execute the skill. So, for example, I say I'm the meddler and I roll the die, discard my skill card. If you're a cultist, you can use a skill from the skill card you have. If you're an investigator, you are also allowed to lie about the contents of your card and use any skill. So instead of saying I'm a meddler, they could say I'm a medium and proceed to look at another player's card. So remember to play the skill cards face down. Finally, there is one more use for the leftover favor. At the end of the game, Cthulhu will vote for the cultist with at least 2 favor. This is counted as an extra vote for them. Investigators will never get this vote. If you're playing with an even number of players, all cultists receive 1 more extra vote. As the cultists have majority in votes, they want to tell the truth. Because if everyone knew everything, most would vote for a cultist and the cultist would win. But also, because the difference between the number of cultists and investigators is always just 1, the investigators getting even 1 cultist on their side, lying or not, may be just enough to win. Now you're ready to start the game. Everyone, look at your cards. Hold your cards in your hand, then close your eyes. Investigators, open your eyes and show each other your cards. Everyone, close your eyes and set your cards on the table face down. Everyone, open your eyes. The council begins. Start the timer.